It's like if white people are telling you, I don't want you to be near me, why are you trying to be near them, or why are you mad that they're trying to get away from you? It's like, it's coming off as like weird. Like, why do you want to be in proximity of people that don't want to be in proximity to you? Why do you want to be in, like, why? It's coming off weird. It's coming off self-hating because, like, why do you not want to just be around people that look like you? You know what I'm saying? Why do you, and I don't have a problem being around anybody. I'm just saying, like, if a certain group is telling you, hey, I don't want to be near you, and they think their population is getting genocide, which is not, let them go. Go build all that land in Arkansas. I hope y'all have the best community. I hope it's safe. I hope y'all succeed. I really do. Imagine if we got all the races to go to Arkansas. Imagine that. Like, could you imagine a world like that?
A whites-only community could be coming to Missouri in 2025, and yes, you are hearing me correctly. An actual group called Return to the Land is trying to build a segregated whites-only town near Springfield, Missouri. And this isn't parody, and this is not satire. This is happening in America right now. The founder says that they want to return to their roots. But come on, guys, let's be real. This isn't about heritage. This is about hate. This is about building a safe space for white supremacy under the guise of community. And what's even more disturbing, these people feel so emboldened these days that they're not even hiding it anymore. They're openly promoting racial segregation like it's normal, like this country didn't literally fight an actual civil war to end this bullshit. This is what happens when politicians feed the lie that diversity is the problem. This is what happens when you have people in power pushing the idea that America was better when it was whiter. They want to isolate, they want to indoctrinate, they want to raise their kids in a world where no one challenges their racism, their ignorance, or their twisted version of history. So, here's the question. How in the hell are we letting this happen in broad daylight? Where are the zoning boards? Where are the civil rights investigations? And where is the national outrage? Because if they succeed here, this won't be the last. It'll literally be the blueprint. We are watching the normalization of white nationalism one community at a time. And if you're not disturbed by that, you're either racist yourself or you're just not paying attention.
I need y'all to understand that those people do not intend to leave us alone in their little town in Arkansas. It's recently been in the news that some chalk children in America have decided to create their own whites-only town. And when asked by a reporter, they made it seem as though that they intend to just have a town of their own and resources of their own and just live off the land, returning to the land. A land that they stole through crimes against humanity, but who's counting? Many brothers and sisters' take on this is, hey, we don't care if y'all have your own, just leave us alone in the process. I mean, every time we've tried to do that, y'all have burned our towns down. And I'm just here to tell y'all that unfortunately, they do not intend to leave us alone. In the interview with the colonizer that wants to found this whites-only town in Arkansas, they're making it seem as though they just want to live in peace. We must remember that these are people that have never known peace. They didn't know peace when they was by themselves in the ice-cold mountains of Europe, and they're not going to know peace in the middle of Arkansas. In the 70s, there was a black scholar that broke down white supremacy into an equation. The same way that E equals MC squared, white supremacy equals white power over non-white powerlessness. And so that means that white supremacy cannot live in an environment where non-white people have any form of power. Because if there's no non-white people around, who are they superior to? Nothing they have achieved has been achieved by leaving people alone. It's like if your son or daughter said they didn't want to live in the house anymore and locked themselves in their room. In order to eat, brush their teeth, or do anything, that child would have to come outside the room. And it's the same thing for them. At some point, they are going to need resources and labor, and that's when they turn to us. And if we have our own power and our own resources, then we have no reason to share with them. And that is when they destroy what we have so that we have to work with them. Don't be fooled. Just like the movie Sinners, it all starts out nice and pleasant, but they have ulterior motives.
Yeah, what's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing good. Today we are reacting to something that honestly feels like a movie script, but it's real life. Yes, a so-called white-only town in Arkansas, yes, in 2025 is collapsing. Yes, businesses are falling, homes are getting empty, kids are leaving, and now, wait for it, they are reaching out to black folks for help. The same people they didn't want around. Yeah, that is why in today's reaction, we are going to dive into the bizarre collapse of the white-only town in Arkansas, a place once proud of its exclusion, now facing ruin. The irony, they are now reaching out to black people for help as everything around them falls apart, from empty stores to financial ruin. This town's downfall is a brutal wake-up call. Let's break it down, call out the hypocrisy, and talk about what this one really says about race, about power and karma in America today. Watch the full reaction and join the conversation. Kindly drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get into this. I'll be back.
How do you feel about them creating a whites only town? The same way I felt when y'all told me Hulk Hogan died. So? So? That's great news for us, right? That's great news for the ones that don't care. That is great news. Let them separate themselves. Why should we worry about it? Let them have their own town. It's going to be unseasoned anyways. I vote that they continue to do it. I vote for it. I second it. If you want to be ignorant, if you want to be racist, if you want to continue to live the same old life of hatred, separate yourself from everybody else. Go ahead. Have at it. Live the best life you want with you and the other racist people. Why should we care? That's all we ask for you to do. Separate yourself. Move off the Mars or somewhere. Move off the planet Earth. Move in the ocean. We don't care.
Are we seriously mad about people wanting to have a whites-only community? Let's not forget the fact that we always label things black own this and black own that. So a white man, Eric Orwell, wanted to establish his own town for his own people, white people. He wanted to control who he had as neighbors. His goal is to preserve the purity of his culture and traditions. So what are we mad for? Let's not forget, a couple years ago, Ashley Scott and Renee Walters got together and created their own community, their own black community. They wanted to create generational wealth and keep their legacy and culture. So I'm confused. What's the problem when the white people want to do it? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to try to bring up history and that victimization mentality. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. That happened many years ago. We're talking about now. We're not going to continue to bring up the past. At one point, we did have Black Wall Street. And yes, it was destroyed. However, we had the ability to rebuild and we didn't. We were defeated. So we're not going to continue to play the victim. This is a voluntary self-segregation, not a forced one. Get over it.
I see more white folks worried about that white only town than black folks. Video after video, I'm seeing, oh my God, y'all, they're being a whites only town in Arkansas. Did y'all see they're building that white only town? What are we going to do? Nothing. We're not going to do a damn thing. Baby, Mother Nature will take its course. Black folks ain't worried about that shit because 9 times out of 10, they don't believe in vaccination. They don't believe in doctors. They barely can cook. The children gonna have father uncles. It's going to become a cult. They're going to find a passage in the Bible so one person can become the full leader. And baby, we're going to have Waco all over again. Natural selection will take its course. Let them white folks build their shit. See, the thing is, they're building their stuff out of hate, no matter what they say. When black people built their community, it was for love. It was for protection. It was so we could have something to pass down. White folks have this whole country to pass down. They said they want to preserve their culture. I don't know what kind of culture they preserve. I saw them playing a flute. Hell, even the dog is white. Let them have that shit.
Oh, let them build a white-only community in Arkansas. They'll find out. They'll find out how bored they are. I mean, without Mexican, indigenous, black, Asian influences, like, what are they even doing? Like just eating mayonnaise and listening to country music, I guess? Like, I'd be really worried about the kids in that community, though, right? Like, they're going to become the entertainment in an evil sort of way, but other than that, just let them have their experiment. They'll find out.
So I caught wind of the whites only town going up in Missouri. You can click on the Stitch video to see what exactly it is, okay? So there's this other whites only town, okay? Okay, this isn't going to be the first, and it's probably not going to be last. I approve, actually. I approve because that'll give every single person who does not want to be around anyone who is non-white a place to go, okay? Since they don't want to travel back to Europe, it'll give them a place to go and stay. I I mean, if I can offer some suggestions, I would like them to actually build a wall around themselves. Okay, that's what I would actually. I honestly would. Just to be clear, I think they should build a huge wall around themselves and just stay there. And this will actually take the pressure off of Black America. It'll actually take the pressure off of the indigenous. It'll take the pressure off for us to build our own communities then, because you will already have had, because they plan on expanding this to 50 different states. So that way we'll have everything out here and you can have everything within your walls. Okay? I love the idea. I think it's perfect. All right. I think this is one of the best ideas I've ever heard, actually. I mean, like before, okay, so there were sundown towns before, okay? And there's still sundown towns. But I just feel like, no, just build the wall around yourself. Just build the wall. Disconnect. Like, take the highway and cut that joker. Like, don't let there be a way in or out. Have a certain amount of land. Get the land that you want, okay? Get the land that you want and just never come outside. Make sure you have everything you need in there, okay? Everything, and stay there, all right? Take your little minions with you, okay? Now, for all the white folks who think like regular common human beings, they can stay out here with us because they think y'all cuckoo too, okay? So I think that this is a great plan. I think it's a great idea. There should be passes. If they want to come out into, because they're taking their European ancestry and everything to make sure they don't have any other thing inside their lineage, right? So I think that in order for them to come outside into our world, okay, then they need to have a certain pass and they need to be back inside their little, I don't know, their little community after a certain time. Okay. I just really think that, you know what I'm saying? Because what are you doing? Like, you need to have a pass because you decided you wanted to go. You have a pass to come. I mean, because all of our hospitals out here, everybody can come to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. So there's no reason for you to have to come out here to our post office with our black mail and our Latino mail. Okay? With our stamps with black folks on them and stuff like that. You don't want to see that kind of stuff. So you use your own post office and you have your own carriers and everything else and your own airlines, because the airlines out here, okay, they carry everybody. Okay. So I don't know what type of thing that the airline is going to do, but they need to have some type of fee, a whites only fee that they have to pay to sit in a whites only area. That'll make the airlines a lot of money. So listen up for everybody. If they have to come outside of the walls for business, there should be a fee. You think up your own fee so that they can have their whites only section. That's an expensive section. That will bring money into the economy. That's their own section right there. Shoot, look, I'll open up a business. I'll be right outside of town just so I can get that money. Okay, come on out. You need something? Okay, go sit in the whites only section, and that's an extra $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So just go ahead and benefit off of it. Don't get mad, get glad. Don't get mad, get glad, baby. Capitalize on it, because those type of people special and they want special freaking treatment. So give them the special freaking treatment they need because they rich now.
Let me tell you the backstory, guys. So here's the backstory. You know, this town built its identity around exclusion. No black residents, no diversity, just this illusion of purity and control. They thought they were building a safer haven, but what they really built was a cultural prison. And now that prison has no jobs, no future, and no people. I'm telling you. So guys, that is what is happening at this point of time in life. Let's get into the remaining clips, then I'll be back with more commentaries. Stay tuned.
Welcome everybody to the second meeting of our newly established Imbredia, a whites only town. Today I would like to discuss what laws we would like to see put in place. Do I have any ideas? Yes. No seasoning on chicken, absolutely no seasoning on chicken. I always say when it comes to chicken, the more white, the more right. In fact, if you boil your chicken, you can get it even whiter. So I would strongly recommend that. Do we have any other ideas? Yes. No vaccines. Well, that's a gimme, Bill, you f***ing idiot. If it can't be healed with ivermectin, then we will just die. We can make polio great again. Do I have any other ideas? Yes. We need a flag. I couldn't agree more. And in fact, I've been keeping something secret from y'all, something I've been working real hard on. I hope you like it as much as I do. This is my suggestion for the new Imbredia flag. You see here we have the United States flag. We have a jar of mayo. What could represent us better? That's right, Linda, potato salad with raisins, the only way to eat a potato salad. Thank you all so much. All in favor of making this the new Imbredia flag? Excellent, this shall be our new flag. Thank you all so much. I'm getting tired and I need a smoke, so we're gonna go ahead and adjourn this meeting. Next time I want you to think about what kind of establishments you would like to see in Imbredia. Thank y'all so much.
The folks building up that white-only community in Missouri are very funny because if you know your history, you'll realize that it's going to collapse upon itself. It's going to fail. And I really feel like they're going to notice that it's failing whenever Becky's trying to make burrito tacos and she's really f***ed up. And they'll find somebody else to blame at the end of the day because these people have insane egos and are just extremely racist. Like, the thought of maybe my ignorance and my stupidity led to this failure is too much for them. They can't compute it because for centuries they've been telling themselves that they're better than because of the color of their skin, because they're white, they're pure, they're God's gift to earth, you know what I mean? And their whole existence depends upon having their ego stroked by society. And if you don't stroke their ego, they're going to lash out. They're going to wall out. Like,
Oh yeah, guys, we have come to the conclusion of this video, and all that I can say is that small businesses are closing left, right in the white-only town. Yeah, property values in the gutter, young people are moving out and nobody is even moving in. Why? Because when you build a town around hate, it cannot grow. Yeah, even if you are looking at what all these speakers have said, actually, the what is happening there is not liked by so many people. Yeah, we can attest to that and we can affirm to that. Yeah, so that is why they're right now begging black people to come and help them. Yeah, so such a town that is built out of hate cannot grow. You cut yourself off from innovation, you cut yourself from creativity and collaboration. All the things black and brown folks have been bringing to this country for generations. They didn't want diversity. Now they don't even have survival. Yeah, they want help. Here is the part that gets me. After all this time, they are now asking black people black investors, black professionals, and even black churches to come and help revitalize their community. You mean to tell me that the same people you pushed out, the same people you said didn't belong, you want them to come and save you now? That the nerve is just, it is astronomical. That is what I can say. At this point of time in life, karma is loud. You can't run on hate forever. Eventually, the weight of that hate crushes your own foundation. That's what we are witnessing at this point of time. Yes, it's not just a town collapsing. It's a mindset collapsing. A way of life that was built on fear and control, finally meeting reality. And now they are looking at Black America like, please help us, but we are not the cleanup crew for you, for them and for their bad decisions. We are not their second option after racism fails. Yes, and let me tell you guys, this ain't just about one town. This is about the soul of America. We've seen this pattern before. Reject black culture, then depend on it to stay afloat. Yes, when we come to music, fashion, sports, tech, black people have built and saved America over and over again, but the disrespect never stops. So when folks ask why there is a hesitation, why black folks are side-eyeing these calls for help, this is why you cannot ignore black folks until you need black folks. Yes, so look guys, I'm not saying we should not have compassion, but what I'm saying is that we also have to protect our peace. Every cry for help ain't genuine. Sometimes it's just desperation. Yes, yeah, you cannot just always be there for everyone at all times. But yeah, every cry for help is not genuine. Yeah, you never know. Sometimes it's just desperation, because if you give a hungry lion food, once it gets some strength, it can eat you. Yes, so this town is a warning sign. If your community is built on exclusion, don't be shocked when it collapses under its own weight. Let me know what you all think in the comments. Should black folks help rebuild these towns, or is this their karma to deal with? Yeah, guys, like, share and subscribe. Of course, all the video credits belong to the original creators of this video, and also I can say this video is meant for educational purposes, commentary purposes, and entertainment purposes as well. I'm sure people are entertained. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Stay smart, stay strong always, and stay real. Peace be with you. Lots of love. Have a nice time.